YNW Melly's jail situation is now changing dramatically as Bryson Paul would go and tweet, YNW Melly has been transferred from Broward County Jail to Paul Rain Detention Center in the Beach as he awaits for his trial to resume, according to Broward Sheriff's records. However, it is actually much deeper than this, and allow me to explain. It all began with YNW Melly's mother doing a public interview where she would go on to expose the Broward County Jail for not allowing YNW Melly to use a phone or even look at his own mail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
As YNW Melly's mother was forced to make a move to try to save her son, as Broward County was treating YNW Melly not even like a human. So she would go and start a petition to just have law officials look into Melly's situation. She would go on to gather over 50,000 signatures, and then we would finally hear something from law officials after an entire month. What really won the law officials over was when YNW Melly's mother would share this about how she feels about her son.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
With the help of the interview, Melly was finally moved county jails, but there is a much deeper meaning to all of this, which comes from a viral comment that shares, I do believe the Paul Rain Detention Facility is to house people struggling with mental illness. I really hope that Melly is okay, making many believe that YNW Melly could be struggling a lot more than what we truly know. Very similar to Melly's mother during the original trial, where it even got so bad that Melly had to ask her if she's okay during a court session.
Sorry.
As the entire trial process has been really hard on Melly's mom and YNW Melly. Even Boosie believes that Melly's going to be crying at his upcoming sentencing, as he would even share Melly's mother's stress that she's been going to as well.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
However, things end up getting much worse for YNW Melly in the coming weeks, and allow me to explain. A report goes and shares, YNW Melly has been incarcerated for 1,870 days despite not being found guilty. His latest court hearing shared his release date thread, as it also details everything about YNW Melly's upcoming release date and when. It all begins with Danny Polo returning from the original Melly trial to now help out the new lead prosecutor against YNW Melly. The two together would investigate through Melly's social medias, as the lead prosecutor in the last trial never did so. They would end up finding a very concerning post from YNW Melly and Young Thug.
Same thing, the use of the slap term, 5-point star, snake. He's saying he's YSL, he's hanging with Young Thug, and he puts up his YNW for life hashtag on it with the 5-point star as well. Mr. Devins has the big B hand signs displayed.
Okay, and see with individuals again, I'm assuming that's also Young Thug. That's also unknown.
Yes.
Also important to your investigation, correct?
Yes.
Also publicly available for anyone to see and capture.
This could end up revealing that Melly's team YNW has street ties connected to Young Thug's team YSL. It actually came at a very convenient time for the police department of them finding this evidence, as YNW Melly's lawyers were just about to put in paperwork to have Melly released on bond. It begins with a report of Melly's mother, Jamie King, informed a friend about the trial update and the appeal process via Instagram Live. King shared the appeal process could take anywhere from 5 months to a year, meaning that the Melly retrial isn't likely to start anytime soon.
Delayed my baby's trial again, so
it finished and now it was
a mistrial.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't give him a bond, which I've never heard of people not getting a bond on a mistrial.
I
have a retrial.
I have, cause my kids people same happened and no bond. Yeah.
It's like what? And then now it's delayed again because the judge ruled on a bunch of evidence from the first trial that wasn't going to be allowed to be used.
Right. So
the prosecutors appealed the ruling. So now it's gone to the 4th DCA. And that can take anywhere between 5 months and a year.
Yeah,
so you don't like what the judge said because your warrants were illegal.
Making it a very convenient time when YNW Melly just has his best chance of being released on a bond. The new lead prosecutor finds that evidence against him, which is enough to keep him behind bars until the retrial. This relates perfectly to what Boosie said about Melly. When the feds want you, they'll do anything to get you.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted him bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah. They could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
After a mistrial, that doesn't happen, really.
Making many believe that the Florida Police Department are corrupt, as the concerning part is also the new evidence folder against Melly in the coming retrial. It all starts with a man named Jay Hood, a close friend of late King Von, who shared a secret that YNW Melly told King Von in confidence, as allegedly Von would end up sharing that secret with members of O-Block.
Did Von really tell you that Melly told him that he was 2 friends?
He ain't come out and say, we got into an argument. And so, if when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, once I posted what I posted, Von was mad at me. Bro, why you put up there, bro? What the bam? I'm like, you sitting up here, the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his 2 friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
Revealing information that we never knew, involving Sack Chaser and Juvie going after Melly for financial gain. This also made people look into the backstory behind Melly and King Von's friendship. What ended up being a very tight friendship, it has many believing that Melly could have asked King Von for advice on to handle this situation. If you know about King Von's resume, it could definitely answer a lot of questions that we're all wondering. Now, when you pair that evidence with the hard evidence against Melly, this is where things get concerning, as an evidence file from Melly's cell phone shared a text message of Melly literally admitting to doing the crime.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02, the YNW Melly account says what?
After that, SHHHH.
While also sharing concerning new evidence shared by Sergeant Williams, where he would reveal that there is no way this crime could have been a drive-by, and forensic evidence supports that the person that committed the crime had to have been sitting in the back left seat of the Jeep.
That has some movement in it, which is around site L here. The actually moving in that to create the little bit of a that you see there.
Number, you said 17 outside the car. How many rounds were inside the car?
3.
And can you exclude the for Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas as coming from outside of the car?
Yes.
So with Williams revealing the crime must have occurred from somebody sitting in the vehicle in the back left seat, this is then when we would see YNW Juvie's mother confirm who was sitting there, considering she has known all four of the YNW boys for over a decade.
Can you state your name, your full legal name for the jury?
I'm Leon Phillips.
Okay. And are you related to one of the victims in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Positive 21915. Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Jamel.
And Jamel, is that the defendant, Jamel Demons?
Yes, ma'am.
When you add all of these pieces of evidence together, it really paints a picture that YNW Melly could definitely be guilty, leaving the real question to be, where does YNW Bortlen get involved in all of this crime? Well, rappers would state that the Melly trial is going to hit a critical state due to Bortlen getting new charges for YNW Melly.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction. YNW Melly, his real name is Jamel Demons, he's actually in plain clothes in the courtroom for the first time in months, again, as this judge really starts the long process of seating a new jury.
As all of those new charges are basically going against Melly and Bortlen for what the mistake is that Bortlen made. YNW Bortlen was arrested for witness tampering. While his house was being raided by the feds, they found insane paperwork against Melly and Bortlen.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Bortlen was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortlen, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Demons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortlen allegedly tampered with a witness.
As it would be announced by Bryce and Paul, here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YNW Bortlen's house last week, alongside these photos of YNW Bortlen drawing on a piece of paper detailing where certain jurors were sitting during the Melly trial, along with a description of what they looked like. To understand how serious this is, here's DJ Academics' reaction.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortlen, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy sh. You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.